Okay, so week 2 of Leglocks. Last time we looked at from false X getting into the saddle position. So we're going to look at how to control the saddle position. Again, the saddle position gets a lot of different names in Jiu-Jitsu. Sometimes it's called cross-ashi, sometimes it's called the honey hold, sometimes it's called 411 position, but it's called the saddle. We'll not get too fixated on names. So if you think about, I just turn this really small. If you think about when we were in the single leg X orientation here, okay, or front ashi, whereby I'm facing this. When we transition into the saddle position, I'm going to be perpendicular. So from there, if I lean back and drag Lewis's leg across, I'm going to bring the leg that was on his hip across the top and sit up to this position. So this is the saddle. In the single leg X or the front ashi, I'm facing him. In this position, perpendicular. And again, I've seen it taught different ways. Really, I want the control. It's all about the wedge and keeping control of this knee line. I can't let Lewis's knee go below my hips. I want to keep it above my hips. Again, I've seen it, the saddle position taught whereby I'm on my side in this position here, kind of like a knee bar orientation. The problem with this is if Lewis posts both hands on the mat and scoots back, and see that he's got his knee and I've lost the knee line. Obviously I can I can regain it by making a grip on the knee and butt scooping back in. But rather than getting into a battle of having to keep fighting for the knee line again, instead of me being on my side, I want to be sitting up, and I want Lewis's left knee underneath my left hip, and I want to be sitting up like this. Okay. The other thing is I want to make a wedge, so very much like single leg X. My right foot is going to be curling back, reinforced with my left foot. Just move into the middle of this. So I want that pinch feeling there. I'm just going to pinch my knees. So now anytime Lewis tries to remove the knee line by butt scooping back, I'm connected to him. Keep going. Keep going. And I've kept that knee above my hip. Just bring it a little more. Perfect. Okay. Let's look at the position of our feet. Again, say Lewis falls onto this left side. I've seen a lot of people control the saddle position by making a triangle with their legs. And the triangle is good, the figure four is good. I mean, I've got real good wedges on his legs again. If Lewis comes up on his hands and butt scoops back again. Yeah, go that way, not that way. Yeah, the wall, yeah, perfect. I can keep the knee line easily. The problem is I can't come up. So we're going to look at just a slight orientation, what I want to be doing from there. Instead of making a figure four from the saddle, I'm going to put my left foot on top of my right foot. And I'm pinching on my knees, so I'm controlling the knee line, and my hip is underneath Lewis's left knee. So again, if he tries to withdraw his knee, just by butt scooping back and connect and keep going. Now this allows me to come up. This is why I like this orientation rather than the triangle. So from there I can easily post my hand on the mat and bring my left foot underneath and actually come up the combat base. And if you notice, from here, I'm still got that wedge that we talked about from single leg X, whereby my right heel is connected to the inside of my left knee. This gives me loads of options. I can work the body lock pass from here. I can start attacking chimera traps. I can start going back to the legs. And we don't have this option if I'm in the saddle and I've actually made a triangle, because it's very hard for me to actually come up. So if we stick that into the drill that we played last time. So here on your feet. So we'll do the entrance from false X. So say I go to single leg X, in my single leg X position, looking to hit the sweep. Lewis hides his foot, so I go for off balance 1 to make him take that step. Then I go for off balance 2 to get his hands on the mat. And then I switch to the false X, so I keep my hook in. And then I'm just bringing his butt towards me this way. Yeah? Finding the secondary leg, and from there, once I get his hips above my hips, I just straighten my legs and I'm straight into the saddle. Just turn this way to this. So you want to be thinking about controlling that knee line. So I'm pinching with my knees. Okay. I want Lewis's left knee underneath my left hip. And again, I'll just move this. Sorry. So a good way to play that we've got the control is my right heel's coming back, my left foot is on top. This allows me to come up to combat base. I'm just pinching with my knees. So Lewis is going to try and withdraw his leg by scooting back. I'm just connected to him. Okay, and then from that position, we want to think about basing with our hand, coming up and making that wedge here, whereby my right heel is connecting to my left knee. This gives me options to pass, which we'll look at in a future class. I can attack the Khmer trap from here. I can also go back and start attacking the legs. One more time on that. Just go for single leg X again. You see you're here? Yeah. Okay. So from single leg X, I'm looking for the sweep. He takes his leg back. Okay. I try to do off balance one by making him back step. Then he switched to 2 to get his hands on the mat. I switch to false X, and then I bring his hips towards me. Because from here I have the primary leg, I want the secondary leg. I want control of Lewis's left legs. I bring his hips towards me, extend my legs, and then I take him down into the saddle. So once we get into our saddle position, I want to be making sure that my knees are pinched. My hips are up, I'm not on my side. That my left is covering my right. Okay, so again, I'm just going to try and remove his knee. So I'm keeping that knee line the whole time. And then from there, I can push my hand on the mat, coming up. So I'm in the combat base. I still have that wedge, which allows me to pass, hit the Khmer, or sit back for locks. Just one more time with just sit there on your butt, just on your butt. Perfect. So, difference is from our front ashy position, from the single leg X, I'm facing him. From cross ashy or saddle, I'm perpendicular. My foot comes underneath. What I like about this position is my feet are safe. Let's just say I have the foot, or sorry, we're sorry, you put the foot up on me. Say we're in the single leg X position. Perfect. Foot on the hip, pinch your knees. So from there, even though Lewis is facing me, I can push this down, get my hip over, and now I can start attacking this leg. Okay, so sometimes from the single leg X position, your feet aren't safe, whereby if I was here and I switch to the saddle, both my feet are hid underneath Lewis's right leg. So if he actually tries to attack my legs somewhere, it's very difficult. Which allows me the option obviously to attack his legs if I've split them, or I have the opportunity to come up the combat base. Again, when I come up into my combat base position, I still have that close guard wedge, whereby my heel is connected to my inside of my knee. This allows me to pass, attack the Khmer chop, or I can attack his legs. So we want to be thinking about those concepts and the concepts of the wedge on the primary leg when we're in the saddle position.